फैक्टर्स ऑन विच द इलेक्ट्रिकल रेजिस्टेंस डिपेंड। ये कौन कौन सा फैक्टर है जहां पर इलेक्ट्रिकल रेजिस्टेंस डिपेंड करती है? सो द फैक्टर्स ऑन विच इलेक्ट्रिकल रेजिस्टेंस डिपेंड, वी नो दैट रेजिस्टेंस R is obstacles to current. Okay, so that is the fundamental part, and we know that this obstacles is because of the stationary atoms with which the electrons will collide and they get slower. That is why there is an obstacles. We have already discussed that. So first of all, let me go to this example with this conductor. Okay, this is a long conductor. Okay, so I will write a long conductor. Long conductor. Which conductor? Long conductor. This is my long conductor. Now, and it has got a resistance R. Okay, so I will write resistance here R, and I will take a short conductor. Okay, now in which conductor the electron will face more obstacles? In which conductor? In the long conductor, because in the long conductor electron has to travel from this place to this place, and within from this to this length it has to collide with many other electron and other non-movable atoms, and it will have a more obstacle more obstacle more obstacles. Now if you take a shorter conductor, then there will be a less difficulties to pass the electron, because there are less atoms to be collide with, because this electron do not need to travel a long distance. Okay, short means less obstacle. Less obstacles means less resistance, and more obstacles means more resistance. It means that if the wire is long, if the wire is more, resistance is more. If the wire is short, the resistance is less. It means that these are directly proportional. अगर long हुआ तो large हो जाएगी, short हुआ तो कम हो जाएगी. So resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor. If length increases, obstacle increases, resistance increases. If length decreases, obstacle decreases, resistance decreases. Okay, now let me come in this case, and these two wires are made of the same material, and here also these two wires are made of same material, but it has got a large cross section. Okay, so this is my large cross section area. area, and this is smaller cross section null area and null area. So now what happens is, if the pipe, this is like a pipe, if the pipe is large, then the water can flow easily. Okay, so if the cross section is large, then there is easy flow. Okay, easy flow. Understood or not understood? If the large, then there will be easy flow, then of current. Okay, and if smaller, then there will be difficult flow of current. Understood? So the area, if the area is large, then electron can easily they will pass with dancing and etc. But the area is very small. Area means this kind of round thing. Okay, if the area is very small, then what will happen? The electrons will get congested. They will become very packed. Then there will be more collision. Then there will be difficult to flow of current. There is very difficult. It means that now, if you increase the area, then what will happen? Easy means less, isn't it? If you increase the area, there will be less difficult. Less difficult means easy to flow. Now easy to flow means resistance is less. Understood? If the electron can easily flow, then resistance is less. There is no obstacles. So for large area, resistance is less. And for small area, resistance is large. Understood? If the area is very small, the electrons will get very tightly packed. They have to travel very tightly. That is, resistance become large. And area is very large. Then they can move freely. Free means less resistance. It means that they are inversely proportional. If you increase the area, resistance will decrease because they become free. Okay, so this is R is inversely proportional to the area of cross section. What does this mean? If you increase the area, then electron will go very easily. Easy means resistance is less. So inversely, if you increase the area, resistance becomes less. If you decrease the area here, if you make it smaller and smaller, electron get tightly packed and they will feel very difficult. If you make area less and less, the resistance will increase. So if you increase this will decrease. If you decrease area, it will increase. That is inversely proportional. Now if I combine these two, I will get R is proportional to L by A. So these are the factors on which the resistance depends. Now I want to remove the symbol, which is my proportional symbol. To remove this, I have to put one constant. So then I will get R is equal to rho L by A. So this is the one more formula of resistance. Okay. So we got this. Okay, we know V is equal to IR. From this, if I take V here, if I bring this I down, then it will give me R. So this is one formula and this is another formula of resistance. Now the very important thing has come here, that is resistivity. This constant is called resistivity, where this rho is resistivity. Resistivity. Okay, and this resistivity is very important concept, because with the help of the values of resistivity we distinguish between metals, non-metals and conductors. Now in the next lecture we discuss the resistivity. So R is directly proportional to length. If your length increase, resistance increase. If you increase the area, you make big, the resistance will become less, because electron will flow very easily. So they are inversely proportional. Resistance is inversely proportional with the area. Combining this, we got this, and rho is my resistivity. Okay, in the next lecture we are going to study the resistivity of material. Thank you.